Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe at home. So guys, in this video we'll be talking about how to prepare your succulent garden for summers. Now I know for most of you guys summers are still far away, but for us in the south, summers have already started to kick in. The day is getting warmer, the sun is getting much more strong. So in this video, I will show you how to build a temporary canopy for your succulent garden. Because guys, it's not possible for every one of us to build a greenhouse or to build a permanent setup. So the canopy that I'm going to be putting up is very easy to set up and it's very easy to dismantle. So guys, I will start off by showing you my current garden setup, and you'll also see what happens when succulents are exposed to strong direct sunlight during summers. Now guys, this is my current garden setup. The first plank with black pots that receives direct morning sunlight or full direct morning sunlight until 10 a.m. The second and the third plank receives full direct morning sunlight until 11 a.m. Now the 11 a.m. and 10 a.m. sunlight is quite healthy and the succulents are doing quite fine. But the problem starts on the fourth plank. Now the fourth plank was receiving sunlight until 12 noon. Again, it was direct sunlight. So 12 noon of sunlight was absolutely fine as long as it was during the winters, but right now the summers have already kicked in and the direction of the sun is also changed. So the fourth plank that was receiving sunlight until 12 noon in the winters is now receiving a full direct strong sunlight until 2 p.m. So you can see how much of harm they have done to the succulents. Most of the succulent leaves are burnt, but if I continue to leave them over here, they will be completely burnt and I won't be able to save any of them. Right now the succulents are not completely burnt, so I can still save them. So guys, you can see the amount, the extent of damage to the leaves over here as well. And because the change of direction of the sun, the first plank is receiving sun until 11 p.m, second and third is receiving sun until 12 p.m, and the last rack is receiving sunlight until 2 p.m. Now the reason why the fourth plank is getting affected so much with the sun is because it's exposed for a long period of time. The first plank is getting only sun until 11 a.m. That is good. The second and the third plank is getting sunlight until 12 noon. But the fourth plank is getting sunlight until 2 p.m. So you can imagine from the time the sun has come up, it has been receiving sunlight until 2 p.m. and post 12 noon the summer sun is very strong. So you can see the amount of damage the direct strong sunlight has done. And if you take an overlook, you can see it's completely open. The sun is bright, it's shining directly onto the succulents, due to which they are getting harmed. So this is where I will be fixing the canopy, that is the temporary canopy, which will give them a temporary cover during the summers. So I'll be using this green net for building the canopy, the temporary canopy. Now this green net is very light material. It's available in any hardware store, nurseries and plant stores as well. Now the green color tends to reflect a lot of sunlight, and when the succulents are placed beneath it, they get full bright indirect sunlight, or you can say they tend to get dappled sunlight, which is very healthy and very good for them to grow, especially when it is summers. Also, what I have noticed is the green net tends to cut down a lot of heat, which otherwise is a problem during summers. So guys, another thing about the green net is it can be used in a single layer, or it can even be used with double layer. Now if you're not receiving very strong sunlight, you can use single layer, but like me, in my case, if you're receiving really strong sunlight during the afternoon, then it's advisable to use a double layer of green net. So guys, I'll quickly demonstrate and show you how it looks when the green net is in single layer. Now this is a single layer of green net, and you can see that the sunlight is still very strong, and this is with double layer of green net. So you can see this is much better and it is giving much less strong sunlight compared to the single layer. So guys, in order to create the temporary canopy, we need these wall creepers or stick-ons, which are readily available in any shop, or you can even purchase them online. I would suggest to go for the metal ones rather than the plastic ones, because metal ones are much flexible. Now guys, the reason why it has to be flexible is because we are going to push in the green cloth into this slot, and then we can lock only if it's a metal one, so that in case if there are strong winds, the green net will not fly off. So this is how I've stuck the wall creeper, and I have pushed the net in by locking the metal clamp. Now guys, if you have an option of tying your green net, you can do that as well. But I found this method much simple, and also I did not have an option to tie the green net. So this worked out very well, and it is pretty simple. But in case if you want to make those wall creeper much more stronger, you can add a little bit of glue and then stick it to the wall. So guys, this is how it looks once it's completed. I have used another 3 wall creepers on the opposite side on those metal beams, and that's how I have covered it completely. So guys, this is how it looks above the canopy. Let's get inside the canopy and see how it feels. Now guys, to be honest, as soon as I came inside the canopy, I could feel that there was a slight difference in temperature. It's much cooler beneath the green canopy. Also, you can see that the sun is really strong right now. It's still 3 p.m. in the afternoon. You can also see my cinnamon powder bottle, which is always handy in my succulent garden. Now guys, I feel quite confident that the succulents will do well. You can see that the sun is really strong, but the moment I enter inside the canopy, the light is still present, but it is not very strong. Apart from that, the temperature has been a little much cooler compared to what it is. You can also see that the light is still bright. You can see that there is still shadow falling onto the pots, which means that the light is bright, but it is not strong, it is not harmful. So guys, I will be sharing an update on this, how my succulents are doing. So guys, a lot of you had questions regarding when should we water our succulents during summers. Now guys, it all depends upon your climate, your temperature, your environment, and also the most important thing, your soil. If your soil dries within 5 days, you can go ahead and water. If your soil dries within a week, you can go ahead and water. Or if your soil dries after 2 weeks, you can go ahead and water. So the thumb rule remains is you're going to only water your succulents when your soil is completely dry. Now guys, another important thing, do not drop water onto your succulent leaves. If you have dropped it accidentally, blow it off or dry it off immediately, because during the summers the sun is going to be really strong, and if there are water droplets left on the succulent leaves, they will burn and you will get brown spots on your leaves. So guys, when you're going to water your succulents, do a complete watering, which means that you're going to water your succulent until the water starts leaving the drain hole. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.